Into a Thursday, February 6th. Bob Price on Canada's Business Beat, brought to you by Profile PR and Strategies. And while there's a fat chance of Donald Trump ever acknowledging this, Americans would be well advised to know that Canada has other buyers for our oil. A new report from the China Institute at the University of Alberta finding that last year the Chinese bought 50% of all crude exports going through Vancouver thanks to that Trans Mountain Pipeline expansion, and that number is likely to grow this year. Most Americans also totally unaware that the U.S. price for our oil is around $56.50 a barrel right now, while West Texas Intermediate is fetching nearly $72 a barrel. Who subsidizes who? It seems Canadian university students have a home field advantage over international learners. A StatsCan report pointing to sharply higher wages for Canadians after they graduate, an average of $13,000 more for students with a bachelor's degree, while foreigners with a master's degree who stay here make about $14,000 less than Canadians with the same education. Updated daily, it's Canada's Business Beat on Twitter, Blue Sky, and wherever you get your favorite podcasts, sponsored by Profile PR and Strategies, empowering business to tell their stories with expert media training, profile building, crisis management, and more at profilepr.ca. Earnings news, a sharply lower bottom line at energy giant Suncor, Petro-Canada's parent, posting a fourth quarter take of $818 million, was $2.8 billion a year back. Bell parent BCE, though, is showing a modestly higher Q4 profit of $461 million from $382 million a year ago. Ford shares under pressure after the vehicle maker projected a $5.5 billion loss this year for its EVs and software division. And bienvenidos, amigos. New calls to consider visa requirements for Mexicans coming to Canada. New travel data that only 8,200 arrived on Aeromexico flights into Vancouver in November, down 21% from the same month last year. And that's going to do it for your Thursday the 5th. Thank you for listening. Bob Price on Canada's Business Beat, brought to you by Profile PR and Strategies.